Yeah, one day everything gonna be gone, man. First and foremost, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect, teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. Yeah, America is closing up shop, man. And it's Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai that's shutting this place down. You see, the Lord is drying up the resources here in America, and he's increasing the famine here in this society. Yeah, here it is. Applebee's is closing 35 stores in 2024. It's yours next. And Applebee's is one of many food chains that's closing down here in 2024. You know, in which a lot of grocery stores and a lot of different stores have been closing down here in the society. And it's just been a lot of empty buildings in major and minor cities. You see, and it's because this place is waxing worse, man. You know, everything is pretty much drying up here in the society. And soon, all these full storehouses is going to suddenly be found empty. Business is not going to be business as usual, man. You see, even your damn gas stations, your pharmacies, your clothing stores, everything is going to be found empty here in the society because the Lord is going to dry up the resources here. You see, not just Applebee's, but Outback as well. Outback Steakhouse is closing stores in these 8 states in 2024. You see, so like your Macy's, it says Macy's itching closer to 150 closures after sales plummet at struggling stores, but CEO reveals last minute plans. You see. Yeah, even Macy's is facing 150 store closures. So that's your clothing stores, your food stores, your restaurants is closing down. Everything is shutting up here in America, and it's the famine that's increasing here in the society. People is not going to have food to buy, water to drink, or even clothes to wear, man. You see, the Lord tell you how he was going to change. He was going to bring an end to the changing of apparels, you know, for the women. You see. So everything is going to pretty much dry up here, man. And you're going to experience these storehouses found empty. You see real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. In verse 22, it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." You see? It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they should be suddenly afraid." Yeah, and that trumpet is giving a sound now in which people is not concerned with what the prophets have to say, but soon CNN and Fox 6 and all these different major platforms get to covering these things. They get to blowing the trumpet. Then that sudden fear is going to fall upon these people because it's going to be a life-changing experience, man. You know, you used to resources being readily available for you to buy, but you're coming into a time where things is going to suddenly dry up, man. And these full storehouses ain't going to have shit in them. They're going to be ravished. The windows going to be bust. You know, the plumbing going to be fucked up. The walls is going to be broken down. You're going to remember it being a flourishing store. But it's going to be trash in the times we headed towards, man. Because it's going to get ravaged, man. You see, it says, "And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies," because resources is going to run dry. Food is going to run dry. Changing, clothing is going to run dry. Basic everyday necessities, all these things is going to start to dry up, and it's going to cause people to fight one against another, man. You see, for the lack of resources. It says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Yeah, concerning this truth, man. Because this truth is not going to be going out at the momentum that it is. Everything is pretty much going to dry up and stop. You see, the Lord is going to pull back the word, and you're going to experience the things that the prophets was warning you of firsthand. And it's going to bring a level of fear to people, man, when the things that was once there, the things that they never had to worry about going without, suddenly leave, man. You see, and that's how the Lord is going to get you all of a sudden. You see, in your security real quick. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, make no tearing to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. You see, and perish in the day of vengeance. People are not going to get a warning 72 hours before these things take place to get ready and prepare. Make sure you stocked up. Make sure you locking your doors. No, man, shit just it might just happen while you at work, man. Throwback Thursday. All hell start to break loose, man. You see? Taco Tuesday, the famine, unfold, man. Anything can happen, man, and it's going to happen all of a sudden. At any given moment, these things can happen because not only are the stores is shut down, but you having these poultry plants burning down, your crops not being irrigated. You having many callbacks from your crops being contaminated with different diseases. Your livestock then died off. You see, a lot of different effects that happen to America's food production. And it's only a matter of time before the people start to feel these effects, man. You see, you're going to look up one day and you ain't going to have shit to buy. And that's just going to be the reality that you're going to be faced with. You see, real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 15. It says, matter of fact, start at verse 14. It says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. But none go to the battle. Yeah, nobody's getting prepared. Nobody's concerned. And they're holding what the prophets is saying is insignificant. They think the things that we're telling them of is going to happen, many years down the line. But yet these things is happening now, man. You see, it says they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. But none go to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. And that's what people want to experience suddenly. The wrath of Yahweh Shemawashah. It says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him, you see? So you're not going to be able to escape the pestilence and the famine. These things is going to suddenly start to unfold, man. You see? Real quick, what is it, Ezekiel 5 and verse 16? It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction. And how is the Lord sending these things upon you? By drying up, these different resources, man. Closing down these stores, closing down restaurants, closing down Aldi's and Walmarts and Publix and Targets. You see, it's the Lord sending forth the famine. He's pretty much paving the way, setting the stage for that great scene to take place. It says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, in which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your stuff of bread. You see, and the Lord is increasing the famine because here it is. Another 150 Macy's closing down. Another 35 Applebee's closing down. Another more stores, more Outback Steakhouses is closing down in 8 states. That's the Lord increasing the famine, man. You see? He says, and I will increase the famine upon you and will break your staff of bread, pretty much your support, man. The things that you lean on for support to eat, for support to drink, which is these different restaurants and grocery stores, man. But the Lord is shutting them up, you see? And it's ultimately the resources here in America drying up. Those going to ultimately bring forth those perilous times. Because when you go into that word perilous, it takes you back to, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. You see, you go into the word perilous. Strong's G5467, it says through the idea of reducing the strength. And that's a part of the strength here in America reducing, because this place used to be fat with resources, man. But now those resources are starting to dry up, and this place is starting to reduce. And those effects, if you will, is going to bring forth times that's hard to take, to approach, or hard to bear. It's going to bring forth troublesome times, and dangerous times, man. You see? And people is going to respond in a harsh, fierce, and savage type of mentality, man. You see? pretty much doing whatever they can to get their hands back on those resources. And if it costs to cross your brother or your friend out, people is going to do that. But yeah, I pray that you was edified, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Yeah, these are the terrible times we're coming into, and these things is going to intensify, man. But Lord willing, you was edifying to next time. I say shalom.